Hey guys, Patrick from B Squared. I wanted to share this video talking about the enjoyment of autocross because this weekend was truly amazing. We'll be watching a ton of footage that I learned at Push It to the Limit, aka Piddle, in Toronto this past weekend. Sorry for no face cam, I was having too much fun driving and chilling with my friends. So let's get into it. How do you go about having fun at an autocross day? If you guys haven't watched our previous video on how to prep for an autocross day, you should definitely check that out first, since better prep will just set you up for a ton of success or a ton of fun, whichever way you want to take the day. You arrive to the parking lot in the morning and unpack your stuff and go for a track walk with your friends. Most of the people I see walking a track don't necessarily have a notebook to draw the map, and maybe a lot of them are good at memorization, but for me personally, I had to draw a map and I didn't take too much time drawing it. Probably draw the map out of scale, and then trusting the map just wouldn't be reliable anymore. It's pretty basic, and here's a picture of another map I saw that was a little bit more detailed, and I'm guessing this was the master map that they used to place all the cones in this morning, and it's even better because it has the actual parking lot grid lines, so you can really get a sense of the course. A lot of people in the morning take their sessions pretty slow just to try to understand the track and not get too lost. They start to build that muscle memory of where the corners flow, and in autocross, since there's nobody else on the track surface, you can almost go as slow as you want in order to understand the course and drive it safely. There's no shame in doing so. Some people like to drive really hard on the first session and see the limits of the car early on so that they can draw back when they really want to put down a fast time. Only you can tell for yourself what kind of approach you want to take, and maybe you can do a little bit of a mix of both and, send it pretty hard on the more obvious sections like slalom or big sweeping corners, and then putt as you try to figure out the technical sections. Just do whatever you're comfortable with and make sure you're having fun. At some point during the day, you're going to have to marshal. You're basically going to be picking up cones that the drivers misplace, radioing to the timing tent when a driver hits the cone, and you're also going to be waving the red flag if the drivers need to stop the run for any safety reasons. Go man! Run, Force, run! Sure, it's some responsibility, but you can definitely take the time to study how other drivers negotiate some of the corners, and if you're lucky enough to get set at a station on a really technical section, you can see how people are making mistakes and avoid doing the same. Now on to the driving. Despite putting fun first, I still do have a set of goals, as this is B Squared, and my goals mainly focus on being smooth with the steering and being smooth with the throttle. The whole mental aspect of autocross is so different from the track because there's far more corners and less straights to clear your mind, and autocross is so fast-paced and you're making so many decisions at the same time, so it's easy to lose your technique and overdrive the car. So smoothness, throttle control, and most importantly vision is always my goal when I go to an autocross event. And that's just how I personally approach autocross. It may be the case that you're taking it a little bit more seriously and you want to compete in the series and just do the best no matter what it takes, even if you are in theory overdriving the car. The lap time is all that matters because then there's not enough seat time to start experimenting with things. And I see this all the time. People end up drifting when they exit corners or understeering like crazy, but admittedly it's really fun to just feel the limits of the car and pass the limits of the car as well. If you're new to autocross or performance driving in general, it's always a great idea to have somebody guiding you through the course.
You're on the left, good. Good speed, good speed. Nice. Go around. Perfect. Good. Power.
And 9 times out of 10, people at autocross will definitely be okay with being your other set of eyes. I co-drove with my friend June and guided her through her first day, and I think it honestly helped me as a driver get better, simply because I'm spending more time looking at the course, so there's some secret sauce there. If you want to learn the course faster, go for a ride along with somebody, because most people are there to have fun and don't mind having the extra person in the car. But that's basically it. Track people like to talk down on autocross because of the seat time limitations, but we know at B Squared the mindset of self-improvement does not only reside when you're driving the car, and we like to count things like data analysis, watching other drivers, and discussing about the track. These are all other forms of seat time. A lot of drivers talk down on the waiting aspect of autocross, and to that, I'll say we were incredibly busy throughout the day, and it didn't really feel like we had a lot of time waiting in between. We were hanging out with our friends, having a bite, and talking about the track in between each run. And before we knew it, we were running and rushing to the car so we can get in line and we don't miss our session. So yeah, that's autocross. For such a low price, you're able to afford an entire day of fun with your friends, and the competition aspect of it makes it even better. And I hope this video helped you learn a little bit more about how much fun the autocross sport actually is. The courses are different at every event, meaning that if you're somebody who learns tracks faster, you're going to have a much more competitive edge on other drivers. If you want to learn how to learn tracks faster, we actually teach this in our Applied Motorsports data course. The course has grown so much in the past couple of months with more and more members joining, and we're just so happy to see the transformation that we've already made on drivers, even just halfway into the season. So if you want to join in on all the fun, check out the link in our link tree, linked below, and send us a DM if you want to join. Thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time.